I'm Leilani, and you are tuned in to Boss Woman Network. We have a great guest today. Her name is Miss Candace Ford with LL Cigars.
Yes, yes.
All right, so Candace, tell us about LL Cigars. What is that?
Yes, LLC Cigars stands for Lady
Oh,
Love Cigars.
LLC Cigars.
Like a business,
Oh, okay.
women in business. But it stands for Lady Love Cigars. I'm a
Okay.
new boutique line here in Houston. I created 4 fabulous cigars for, cigar aficionados who like to smoke. Been in business for about 18 months now, and it's been growing. Trying to create a culture for women in the cigar industry.
Wow, I see that you said that you started smoking about 15 years ago.
I did.
With the cigars, do y'all actually inhale?
No, that's what a lot of a misconception about it. It's just
okay.
like you kind of inhale and you're rolling the smoke to get the flavors inside of your mouth,
Oh,
but you're
okay.
not like inhaling it through your nose. And
Oh, okay.
it's more like a let's get the taste and then blow out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You are actually the first. I mean, I know women smoke cigars. I just have never met one that did smoke cigars. How did you decide that you were going to get into just smoking cigars yourself? What was the
Well, when I was young, I used to like the smell of cigar smoke. My grandfather and my great uncle would drink coffee and smoke cigars, and I would always run in because I like the smell of it. And they'd be like, "Girl, get out of here," whatever. And it kind of just stuck with me. And then once I got of age, and then went out and then had a cigar, and I was like, "So this is what they were doing."
Oh.
And it was just something that I liked, because for me, I use cigars as a time to wind down. To meditate, to chill, because I am a mom, I am a wife, I do a lot of things, I wear a lot of hats. So for me, smoking a cigar is like my time out for myself.
Okay.
And then one day I was on the patio and I was like, I'm going to create my own cigar line. One, for women and men.
Okay.
That's not too strong, but I wanted to just, create something for women.
Is it like different flavors?
I really don't do flavors. I do straight tobacco.
Okay.
I used to like flavors, but it's like as I got older, my palate changed a little bit.
Okay.
So mine are just pure tobacco leaves.
My dad is definitely a cigar smoker. Every morning at like 5 in the morning, he'll sit on the porch and smoke his cigars. So yeah, he loves cigars.
Yeah.
So I see you have an event coming up, like the Black Attire Affair? What is it called?
Yes, it's a good friend of mine who has helped me in this cigar business. Her name is Felicia Williams, and she's having a Puff and Duchess conference here.
Oh, okay.
And she brings in different guest speakers. They talk about cigars, to introduce people to the cigars, or for people who are in the cigar world who may know. But it's just where we can come together and talk about cigars and the industry.
Is this like? I know you say you're big on women empowerment. Is this like an all female, or is this mixer?
It's a mixer. And it's like a week of events. Like she may have something the Wednesday night, like a Welcome to Houston, which is what I'm hosting, bringing in different vendors. So it's men and women. The only day it's just for women is the actual conference.
Oh, okay.
But all the other events are open to men as well.
Oh, that's pretty good. So do you have like events at home, or you just have like a girls' night?
I do a lot of times. Like I have like a Christmas party, and then we do like a Thanksgiving, and we're always bringing like different boards or whatever, because I'm all about women empowerment and us getting together. So I do have events a lot.
So is your women empowerment, is LLC Cigars also like an organization for women?
No,
it's not. It's just
just bringing like a group and just bringing people together.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I have to come check out one of your
absolutely.
events one of these days.
Absolutely.
So what is your background before cigars?
Before cigars, my background is in chemistry.
Really?
I got a minor in chemistry. I worked I was a pharmaceutical chemist for PPG Industries. I worked there for 8 years, and then that's when I started my family. But yeah, I started as a chemist and then became a wife and then a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
Because my husband is a retired NBA player, so it required me to travel. Yeah.
Who is your husband?
His name is TJ Ford. Okay. He's a Houston native, so yeah.
Did he play for the Texans?
No.
Okay.
No. He retired with the Spurs.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah. And then from there, kind of like after a couple of years, I decided to go back to school and get my master's in business. So, and then hence I would just start my own business now.
Oh, that's pretty good. Boss Woman Network is all about the women empowerment and bringing women together, and different women that have different businesses and bring what they bring to the table.
Absolutely.
So I love it. So what inspires you?
really what inspired, I had got to a point like in my life, like what I wanted to do with myself. Because, being a wife, being a mother, you can sometimes get lost in it.
Yes, in there.
And then I sat there and was like, 10 years from now, what does that look like for Candace? Not Candace the wife, not Candace the mother, but what does Candace want to do? And what is her legacy going to look like? And that's when, because I've always had like an entrepreneur spirit. I just didn't know what that was. But then I was just like, I wanted my kids to be proud of me and something that I did.
Understandable. Because being a chemist, that's something to be proud of too. Like I don't know very many Black women that are chemists.
Right. Which is kind of paved the way when I look back in hindsight on where I am now, because I'm in a male-dominated industry now. But then I was in a male-dominated industry because you didn't see a lot of women in the chemical plants or in the chemical fields as an engineer, as a chemist, it was always men. So for me, it's always kind of been hard, having men under me looking at me like, how can you tell me what to do? But constantly having to prove yourself, like you're supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's how it is for women. We're always fighting our way up to the top in some industry.
Absolutely.
Oh man. So what is it like being a mom and juggling all this? How old are your kids?
I have a 19-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 12-year-old.
Oh wow.
And they're all pretty active. And sometimes I don't know how I do it, but I do it because I am a very busy person.
I imagine that to be hard.
They're active in sports. They're active in a lot of things. So my sun up to sundown is constantly busy.
Oh,
and
goodness.
I've just kind of learned just to kind of pace myself, but then schedule as well, and not like freestyle. I have a routine.
Okay.
So right now it's kind of easy, just having a routine.
So you say your husband he played basketball.
He played basketball.
I thought it was football. That's why I got it confused. I said Texans. Okay,
okay. It's basketball.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know nothing about sports. Like I don't basketball, but my cousin is Paul George. He plays for I don't even know what team he plays for, but it's Paul George. I know it's in LA.
Yeah.
But yeah, so so do your kids play? Any of your kids play basketball?
Yeah, my two sons play basketball. I have
one
in college. I have a daughter. She's in the middle, but she plays volleyball. No basketball for her. She's probably over it, but my two sons play.
What does she think about the cigar thing? Does she like, Mom, I want to smoke too?
She never said anything about it, but I always let her listen in on my conversations and stuff so that she can know about business minded and what you need to do, but she never says anything.
She doesn't.
But one day she did say, Mom, I'm proud of you, because she see me do I'm very hands-on with everything. And I want them to see that it takes work. It don't just happen overnight. Like you have to put in the work.
Trust me, I get it, because I'm definitely a mom, a wife,
yes,
entrepreneur. And then I also lost myself at one point too. It's where I had to start the Boss Woman Network so I can do something for myself, because I too went to school, got the master's degree in business and things like that. But I still didn't feel like I felt like I was missing something still, because with him doing music and it's all about the man and everything they doing, nobody, absolutely. You kind of over here like, well, me.
Yes. Trust me, I've been there.
Like, what am I going to do? I don't want to be the person in the shadow all the time.
Absolutely. But I love what you're doing.
You do?
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yes,
so love
I'm
it.
definitely. Right now we're shooting a series called the Boss Women Network to kind of show people what the Boss Women Network actually is.
Okay.
Because I know there are a lot of female organizations out there and they come together. But in my experience, what I've seen is they're I'm not saying all, but some of them that come together, and a lot of women say they're about the women empowerment and they're really about, but they're not. It's all about being cute and just showing up and things like that. Yeah. But they're not really supporting the next woman.
Right.
So for me, the women that come around, like we actually share information, share resources, support each other's events or businesses. I'm always telling somebody, oh yeah, use her services, use her services or work with her. She's a good person to work with, and vice versa. And so basically we want to show that in the film, to show people what it really is like, the good and the ugly. Because sometimes you have women that try to sabotage your business or try to just sabotage you, or just don't want to see the next person win, or they want to see you win but just not get too far ahead of them. So we're going to show the good and the bad, but we just want to show how women really can come together and be successful. Thank you.
Because we can. Before I did LLC, I still do. I have a nonprofit organization for girls, and it's called Project Beautiful Me. So like I said, I'm always about empowering women in some form of fashion, because we look at the girls and one day they're going to be women. So if I can introduce them and mentor them and let them see women, that things can be done, like to be around them, to put them with women like you, so that they can learn and know that there's something else besides where they are.
That's good. So what kind of projects are maybe that you have going on with the girls right now?
Well, what we do is we do like different college tours. So we bring them to different like state colleges throughout Texas, and we're trying to get to Louisiana to introduce them to secondary education. I also do a prom event every year where I create like a boutique for them. We have a gym, my husband and I, so we make the gym into a boutique. And I bring in different women speakers to come. It's like a whole day of events. So the women come in, we have like workshops, we do rotating workshops, and then after that we feed them, give them food, and then they can go shop. And then the mentors be like their personal shoppers, and they get to pick a prom dress, shoes, and then we do their hair and makeup.
Do y'all sponsor it, or do they have to pay? They just shopping and grabbing stuff.
They're just grabbing.
That's so
we give
sweet.
it, and we've worked with different bridal organizations that give us brand new dresses for the girls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's an experience for them.
What side of town is that on, and when does that happen, so that young girls could know that this is where they need to go to?
We do it at different schools. We try to team up with different schools.
So it's
each
one
year.
school at a time. Oh, okay.
But lately we've been doing it in Fort Bend, and we have it at our gym, and we just open it up to all the Fort Bend schools. Or then next year we'll do like HISD and all the HISD schools.
Okay. Is there like a limit on the schools? I mean,
no,
or
we just put a cap on the girls.
That's what I meant to say.
You do like 100 to 150 girls, and they have to write an essay. But then we go through the counselors, because the counselors at the schools know exactly which girls are really in need of, the stuff. So they work with us.
Okay, so this is specifically for the prom.
For prom.
Okay. Yes. Do y'all do other things as well, or is that like the main thing?
That's the main thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And the college tours, and then we do the mentorship. So we have like the mentors and the mentees, and we go into the schools every quarter and do things with the girls at the school.
That's so cool. I like that. I like that. I just started a nonprofit organization called the Young Creators Foundation, so they can come here and create.
Oh, wow.
Just be able to, but I'm just getting it started, so I'm just going to be building that. So if you have some girls that want to learn about creating their podcast or shooting content or things like that, I have a place
for
it.
Thank you, because that's kind of like what they're into now. It changes. Like,
everything is podcasting, TikToking, content. Yeah, doing the little TikTok dances or whatever. But some of them are. I also teach them. Well, we'll be teaching them how to set up and start their businesses, like getting them straight. Because some kids, a lot of these kids today aren't going to college. They're getting paid straight off of online. But to get their business set up, like the LLCs and, knowing how to file all that, getting their paperwork done and things like that. So that, and getting their websites and getting all that, everything set up professionally, so they have their legit business or whatever. So yeah. So how do people get in contact with you if they want to come to one of your events or support what you're doing?
They can follow us. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, and it's at LLC Cigars, like the LLC, the business. Or you can follow us. Make sure to go follow us on my website, which is www.llcigars.com.
That is good. So how did you come up with the name LLC Cigars? I don't remember if I asked you that or not. But
one day I was just like, I come up with acronyms a lot.
Oh, okay.
So that's just, I don't know, my brain just is wired like that. So I was like, okay, women in business, lady loves cigars. And then I was like, LLC. So I was like, it's going to be called LLC. And my cigars are named after different positions in an LLC. Like I have the CEO is a cigar, the founder is a cigar, the chairman is a cigar, and the director. So
cool.
I try to label them after different positions in the business.
That's pretty cool. Y'all hear that? Boss. That's what it's all about. You basically showing women that we bosses.
We are.
And we can sit at the table just as strong as the men, and we could puff on our cigars too.
Absolutely.
Just as strong as the men.
As strong as the men. Absolutely.
So what would you say to encourage some of these younger girls out there that may potentially want to get into that same field?
I would just encourage them to don't let nobody tell you that you can't sit at the big boys table, because you can. It's not about getting a seat. It's about creating your own table and then welcoming people to your table to have a seat. So just don't give up. And you're going to fail a couple of times. The only time you can fail at something is when you quit. So just never give up.
That's true. And you can be a wife, you can be a mom, a single woman, whatever, but you can still be an entrepreneur and make some things happen.
Absolutely.
So, is there anything that you would like to say, or any other projects that you're working on right now?
We're not doing anything right now. Just getting ready for the holidays, gearing up for for Christmas. And
You're gonna be doing all that cooking.
Yes, all that cooking. Boss has still got to cook.
Boss has still got to cook. Oh my God. Do you really cook all the food?
I cook all the food, The
baking, the cakes, the.
No, I'm not a baker.
Oh, okay.
But I will cook. Now I bake some things, but I'm really like the cook.
Oh my gosh. So who's coming in with the cakes, or are you just ordering the cakes?
I designated to my sister. My mom makes cakes. She makes pies, so that's what they'll do. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Well, we won't hold you for too long. I just wanted to make sure that we got you in here and we got a chance to talk about the LLC Cigars. Mm-hmm. Ladies love cigars. I almost think about LL Cool J.
Yes. One time I did a content reel and it was like the LL song, and they was like, "You should do that more often." I was like, "I know, maybe he'll be like, let me try one of your cigars."
Yeah, he was like, let me sponsor something. LLC Cigars.
Yes.
But yeah, so maybe we can link up one day in the future. I would love to come to one of your events and support what you're doing. I would love that.
Thank you again for having me on today. It was such a pleasure. Thank you.
Come back anytime.
Absolutely, I will. And I'm going to bring some girls here because they do want to learn. I will.
Yes, definitely. Bring some girls. Did you bring any of your cigars so I can show it on camera?
Oh no, I didn't. I'm so bad.
It's okay, y'all. Go to the website. What is the website again?
www.llcigars.com.
www.llcigars.com, y'all. And make sure y'all go to the bosswomannetwork.com as well to see everything that we have going on. Boss Woman Network, LLC Cigars. And we're out of here. Bye.
Bye. Sign up for the Boss Elite package today. Unlock exclusive benefits designed to elevate your brand and presence. Free one-page website feature in one interview and guest host 3 segments of the BWN podcast. 1-hour monthly session at the Content Creator Lounge to shoot your content, 1-hour consultation on how to start and shoot your podcast. Your name, photo, and logo featured on the BWN website and more. Ready to take your business to the next level? The Boss Elite package is your key to building your brand and expanding your reach. Join now and become part of a powerful network of boss women.